Hi, this is Ms. Sprawls, and today we're going to talk about iMovie. This tutorial is designed to show you how to use the basic features of iMovie for the iPad. The home screen of iMovie shows the title of each project, the date it was last worked on, and the length of the project. To create a new movie, tap the plus button at the bottom of the screen. The plus button gives you two choices. You can either add a new project or a new trailer. Trailers are quick and easy to create because they are pre-designed in a storyboard format complete with music and effects. Projects allow you more flexibility to add your own music and effects. Today we're going to tap the plus sign and select New Project. The videos from your camera roll will appear on the left-hand side of the screen. Buttons at the top will return you to the home screen, access Help, Undo, and allow you to change the settings in iMovie. The timeline is the area at the bottom of the screen. The red line in the timeline is called the playhead. The area above the timeline to the right is called the preview pane. Buttons above the timeline to the left allow you to add videos, photos, and music to your project. To add pre-recorded video, first tap the video icon right above your timeline, tap on the video clip you would like to use, and then tap the blue arrow to add it to your timeline. You can use the sideways pinch gesture to zoom in and out of your timeline. You can also drag back and forth to see your preview pane change. You can edit a video clip once it's been added by first tapping on the clip in the timeline to select it. You can rotate a clip by dragging it to the playhead and then using the rotate gesture in the preview pane. Dragging the yellow dots at either end of the video clip in your timeline will trim or crop the clip from the beginning or the end. To split a video, you want to drag the video so that the red playhead is positioned at the location where you want to split. Then tap the clip once to select it and swipe your finger down the playhead. The video will split into two parts. Double tapping a clip on the timeline will bring up the Clip Settings menu. In the Clip Settings menu, you can add titles by tapping on the Title Style button and selecting a title style, either opening, middle, or ending. Tap in the preview pane where it says Title Text Here to enter or edit your text. Titles or captions will stay on the screen for the entire length of your video clip. If you want to shorten the time a title or a caption appears, you can split the video at the point that you want the text to end. For example, if I wanted this title to end here, I would tap my video, swipe my finger down the red line to split it. Now if I play the video, that title is only going to last for the length of that first video clip. Okay, I'm going to double tap my clip again to get back to the Clip Settings menu. You can add a location by tapping the Location button. If you want to type in a location, you can type it in where it says Location Title, or you can tap the target to find your current location. You can set the volume of the sound in your video clip using the volume control slider right here. To mute the sound in your video clip, switch the button next to the volume control slider to off. To get out of the clip settings, simply tap anywhere on your timeline. You can record video on the fly in iMovie by tapping the camera icon right above your timeline to the right-hand side of the screen. If you tap the camera icon, then it's automatically going to open up your camera and allow you to take a video clip. Remember that recording video on the fly will add it to iMovie, but it will not be saved in your camera roll. And when you're done recording, you can tap the Use button in the bottom right-hand corner and add it to your timeline, or you can tap the Retake button on the bottom left to reshoot the video. To add photos to your project, tap the photo icon above your timeline. You can select a photo album, and when you tap a picture, it will be added to your timeline at the point closest to your current playhead location. iMovie automatically applies a movement effect to photos called the Ken Burns effect. You can change this effect by tapping once on the photo in the timeline. Then you'll see a Start, End, and Done button appear in your preview pane. To control how your picture first appears, tap the Start button. Then you can pinch and drag in the preview pane to change the position and zoom in or zoom out. To control how your picture ends, tap the End button and then pinch and drag in the preview pane. Tap the Done button in the preview pane to stop editing and to save your effects. You can tap the Play button below the preview pane to preview your changes to the Ken Burns effect. You can rearrange videos and photos in the timeline by holding and dragging them and then dropping them to the new location. To delete a video clip, photo, or audio clip, you can double tap the clip that you want to get rid of and tap the red Delete button. You can also touch and hold a clip or a photo and flick it into the preview pane, and it'll delete in a puff of smoke. If you want to undo, you can of course press the Undo button in the upper right hand corner and it'll come right back. Transitions control the movement between each video clip or photo in your project and add visual interest to your movie. The default transition is a 1-second crossfade. To change a transition, double tap the black square between your clips or photos in the timeline. This will bring up the Transition Settings menu and allow you to change the style or timing of each transition. And you can see how the look of the transition button changes once I've set a transition. This must be done individually for each transition. You can add music or sound effects to your project by tapping the music icon right above the timeline. The Theme Music button allows you to add iMovie theme music to your project. Audio will appear in green on your timeline. You can press the Audio Waveforms button to the bottom left of your preview pane, and that will show you a visual representation of the volume of the video clip or music. The Sound Effects button allows you to add sound effects such as applause or thunder. The sound effect will be added to the point nearest your playhead. You can also use your playlist, albums, artists, or songs to add music from your own iTunes library. That will also appear in green at the bottom. Double tapping an audio clip in your timeline will bring up the audio clip settings, where you can adjust the volume of the clip or even turn the volume off. You can record voiceover audio on the fly in iMovie. First, drag your timeline to move the playhead to the position where you want your recording to start. Press the microphone button in the upper right-hand corner of your timeline, then tap the record button. Wait for the 3, 2, 1 countdown and then begin recording. Tap the Stop button when you're finished. To add the recording to your timeline, press the Accept button. You can tap the Retake button to re-record your voiceover. Your voiceover will appear as a purple bar on your timeline. You can change your project settings by tapping the Cog button in the upper right-hand corner of your preview pane. iMovie has a number of different themes available which will set the style of your project, titles and captions, transitions, and music. You can tap to select a theme. You can turn the theme music on or off at the bottom, but be aware that when you turn the theme music on, it will replace any music that had previously been added to your project. You can also set your project to fade in from black or fade out to a black screen at the end. When you're finished working on your project, you can hit the Home button. Double tapping the name of the project on the marquee will allow you to change the name of your project. Tapping the Play button on this screen will play your project in full screen mode. Before it plays, it will ask you if you would like to optimize playback. Tapping Yes will give you a smoother video playback, but it will take longer to do the playback. It's a good idea to share your finished project to your camera roll to make sure you have a saved copy. You can do that by pressing the Share button and choosing Camera Roll. Then you can choose the export size. Medium is the smallest but the lowest quality. HD will give you a higher quality, but it will take longer to save, and it will be a larger file. Now that you know the basics of iMovie, I hope you enjoy making your own movies.